Hi and welcome to my game section. Yes, it's got no name, it's just called the game section for my YouTube channel. And I'm going to be using my DS Lite, my trusty battered DS Lite with its R4 card in. And one thing that I use it for is to play Game Boy and Game Boy Color games on. And it really is the perfect console to do it with. Original hardware for the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color is very expensive and the screens are crap. You can't really see them. How we put up with them way back then, I don't know. So, grab your DS Lite with its fantastic coloured screens. Very bright these are, playable in any situation. And I went and grabbed a copy of Lameboy, which is a Game Boy emulator. It hasn't been updated in about 10 years, but it still works perfectly. If you've got an R4 card, you know what to do. You go and get it, you download it, you unzip it, you put it on, and you need a folder on your root of your SD card called Lameboy, and you chuck all your ROMs in there. For the purposes of this video, I have to say that downloading ROMs is illegal unless you own the cartridge itself, so only download ROMs that you actually own. Right, that's that out of the way. So I'm going to show you what Lameboy looks like. As I said before, I don't have a fancy camera setup. It's going to be really tricky for me to show you. Let's first start off with a Game Boy game, and I'm going to start off with Super Mario Land. So as you can see, that is what it looks like on the DS or DS Lite. As you can see, it's nice and bright. There is options if you bring up if you press on the shoulder buttons, you can change the way the screen looks. So it gives you that lovely green original Game Boy kind of style look. You can then also change that to just a normal grey, which I think actually looks a lot better. And there is an option, you can see at the top there's the options, of changing the way the screen actually looks. So it can be, I think that's 1.5, that's an original 100% screen. And then you can also put it in a widescreen, which I think looks really good, and that's where I like to play it. So, right, so let's play a bit of Super Mario Land. This is really awkward. As you can see, audio is fantastic. Alright, there we go. Oh, and I died. Let's have a look at a Game Boy Color game. Anyone who's owned a Game Boy Color will know that the screen is quite dull. So one of the big things when it came out was Super Mario Bros. So we put it into full screen and it looks gorgeous. Look at that. There's a bit of glare on there. Oh look, I'm not playing it. So it absolutely runs perfectly. The colours on it are superb on this DS Lite screen. And you can run this on a normal DS, but the DS Lite has better screens than the DS Lite has better screens than the original DS. And that is pretty much it. That is Lameboy on the DS. The perfect way to play all your Game Boy games. Obviously, you can only play the games that you actually own. The DS Lite is a fantastic console. For its age, it isn't very powerful. Well, it wasn't very powerful anyway, but it's more than capable of playing Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games, Game Boy Color, and I think Game Boy Advance. Obviously, you can play Game Boy Advance actual cartridges in here, but you can emulate them on the R4 card with some kind of emulator. But because it's emulated, it doesn't run at full capacity, and some of the games do struggle. It's a bit odd. It can play physical cartridges, but it can't emulate ROMs very well. Anyway, we're talking about the Lameboy here, which is the Game Boy and Game Boy Color emulator, and there's not a problem with that whatsoever. So grab on these. You can pick these up for about tenner. R4 cards are floating around everywhere, and play all your Game Boy and Game Boy Color games to your heart's content on the go on this superb little console with a battery that lasts forever. So there you go, Lameboy. Like it, link it, subscribe it, share it, don't really care. Just watch my videos.